Today we are going to discuss about mean, median and mode. Sometimes it is necessary to find the center value of a data. For example, in a locality, if you would like to know what would be the average price of a house, or in a school, if you would like to know what a section actually, what is the average marks of a section. So in that scenarios, we would be needing the following things. One is the mean, which is the average value. The median is nothing but the center value of the data, and the mode is nothing but the frequently occurred value in the data. So let us look in detail in each of them. So mean is something that we all know, like we have been seeing this since long. Mean is nothing but the average of values. For example, in a class, if people are scoring, like students are scoring around 10, 20, 30 marks individually, so we can tell that the average marks in a class for that particular class would be around 20. How do we get that? Means we can add 10 plus 20 plus 30 and divided by 3. 3 is the number of items. Like here we have 3 values, then it would be 3. If there are, like, if another student, if we are considering one more student, like some other student has scored 20, then it would be 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 20 divided by 4, since we are considering 4 values. So mean is nothing but average, which tells that what is the average value scored in a class. Coming to the median. Median is the middle number in a data set. Considering like these data is arranged from ascending to descending order or descending to ascending order. So let us take a small example. So the same example we'll be taking. So let us consider the test scores only. So let us take the second example. This is more obvious. So if we consider the scores of students like 10, 20, 30 and 40, these are already arranged. So if you want to know the median, so in this case it is the middle value. Since the middle values, we have 2 values over here, we are adding them and divided by 2. But if there are odd number of values like 3 or 5, we can take the, if there are 5 numbers, like some people are scoring 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30, then we can consider the average value as 25, or I mean to say 20 in this case. 10, 15, 20 would be the center one, and 25 and 30 would be on the right hand side of 20. So median, we have to arrange the values in ascending order. For mean, we do not have to arrange the values. Now coming to the mode. Mode is the most common value that appears in the data. For example, let us take in a store, let us consider a store. In that store, if you would like to know what is the most ordered size of a shirt, so in that scenarios we will be using mode. For example, we arrange like the data. In this case, we do not have to arrange the data. Data can be in any random set. But if we look at the data, we should be able to identify what is the value occurring in the most. For example, in this data set, if you look at it, 20 is repeating twice. So in this case, we can consider 20 as mode. Now consider another example of daily steps. So for example, you have walked some steps and it is being tracked by some tool, so some tracker. So let us think the first day you have taken 3000 steps, and second day 5000 steps, and so on. Now if you would like to see the middle number, in this case if it is the median would be 7000. In this case we can't go for mode, because the steps we have to consider the median, because the mode only takes care of the repeated number, but in this case we have to choose mode. Now considering another data set, here we have unsorted data set, like earlier we have clean values. But if you can look at this data set also, you can see that 8 is the most occurring value. 8 appears 3 times than any other number. So in this case 8 is the mode. Now if you can think of like how do you like consider mean, median and mode with a set of 5 apples, a common example for all of them. So imagine that you have 5 apples, each of them are having different weights. Now you know the mode. Mode is the last one that we have discussed, that the frequently occurring value is 120, that you have already known. average also, you know, like average is nothing but 100 plus 120 plus 120, 150 and 200 divided by number of values 1 2 3 4 5. This is the average, like 138 grams. We can tell that an average apple weighs around 138 grams. Now considering the median is something, but we have to arrange the values in ascending or descending order and grab the center value. Here also the value is 120 grams. So from all these things we understand that out of 5 apples, or like it might be 50 apples also, we can tell that average weight on an apple would be around 120 grams for a rough estimate. So this would be very much useful going forward in our AI ML journey. Now why do you think we all these three things are important? Why can we only go for mean, or why can we only go for median or mode? Now think like mean is the average, as you know, now we have been doing this, and median is the middle value. You can remember as a median means middle value, and mode is the most occurring value. So this, each of them has independent significance that we have discussed, and the use cases also, you know, like when to use the mean, median and mode. So this way we will end the current session, and in the coming sessions we would be discussing further concepts such as standard deviation and variance.